Hey Scoops, Alex here.
Dre here.
And I want to start by saying we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you like our videos, if you're watching, please subscribe. We need you to help us get there.
So make sure to share and hit that bell for alerts, and seriously help us continue grow the Scooby Gang. We started off with 20 subscribers, mostly friends and family. In just 5 short months, we've reached almost 1,000. We're so close, so keep watching, keep sharing. And today, we're doing the trailer reaction for Pacific Rim Uprising Trailer 2.
That's right. And I have not seen the first movie. Andre described the premise to me, and my initial reaction was, that sounds terrible. Actually what I said. So
she was like, what is this about? I said, it's basically giant robots versus giant monsters. Imagine Transformers versus Godzilla. And yeah, that was her reaction.
Yeah, so my expectations are low for this one.
Mine are sky high. I love that first one because it's giant robots versus giant monsters. It starred Idris Elba, who we are canceling the apocalypse. He gets a big Independence Day type speech. Gives you goosebumps, makes you feel in the chest.
I do like Idris Elba.
He's always a win. Now, I was a little disappointed because I heard he wouldn't be returning for the sequel, but...
Oh, well then...
Wait, hold on. Instead of Idris Elba, we have playing his son for the sequel, John Boyega Finn from the Star Wars franchise.
Okay,
Come
right,
on.
okay.
I mean, Finn...
That's a good replacement.
Okay. All right.
I do love Finn.
All right. Who doesn't? So, yeah, we're going to get into this thing, and let's see what Alex thinks.
Okay.
Jake, your father always said he wanted you to be a pilot.
He said a lot of things. I'm not a hero like he was.
The kaiju. They're gonna come back. I'm not gonna be stuck waiting for someone else to come save my ass.
Cadets, you better gear up. This is the way the world ends.
How'd they get into our world?
Someone let them in. Someone from our world.
Who is that?
Definitely not one of ours.
Let's do this.
This is your chance to make things right.
We're gonna need more pilots. We have them. There are pilots we remember as legends, but they didn't start out that way. They started out like us. This is our time to make a difference. Do you understand? Jaeger pilots, do you understand?
One way to find out.
That's what I'm talking about!
Gonna be a long day.
What do we do?
We fight!
I mean, they got my money, but you you seem slightly less. You seem slightly less enthusiastic than me. Why don't you kick us off, Keller?
Okay, what was the trailer reaction that we did really recently? That was like 2 animals fighting.
Rampage. Starring The Rock.
The Rock, 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 The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. He does that every time. Yeah, it just like was another one of those for me. End of the world, except now it's robots fighting monsters. But now apparently for the second one, it's also robots fighting robots.
Yeah. How did you not just say everything that sells you on this movie?
The action looks like it's cool. Like it'd be cool to see in the theater, but like the plot line just doesn't seem great. The characters don't seem very developed.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably, but I feel like a movie like this.
I wasn't watching that, and I had no feeling for any of the characters. Like I don't care if the monsters win. You know, like there's nothing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, like it doesn't. There's not something there that makes me like I'm indifferent.
I respect your opinion. Disagree. For me, I love the first Pacific Rim because for years, growing up as a kid with Power Rangers, I always said they should make a Power Ranger movie. Then they did make a Power Ranger movie and basically turn it into a CW TV
that was
show.
Shit.
Do you remember that? Oh,
I was
man.
really excited when I found out that was happening, and then they ruined it.
We were
they
not.
They could have butchered it more.
They butchered it more. We were not fans of the Power Rangers movie. Almost like we just did the reaction for Tomb Raider, and we said much like the 90s Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie or the 90s Mummy with Brendan Fraser, saying the Power Rangers. Like, part of the fun of Power Rangers was the fact that it was so cheesy and campy and silly and over the top. Then Hollywood keeps doing these things where they reboot a project and they make it all serious and gritty and like, oh no, we need to get into like the mental psyche of the character. That's what I like about the Pacific Rim movies. You're right. No, I'm not necessarily rooting for one particular character over another. What I am rooting for is the fact that it's giant robots versus giant monsters. Like that's all I want to see. That's what I'm paying for in a film like this. I want to see.
So you're going into it knowing that it's not like an Oscar-winning exceptional work of art. It's just watching it for robots and
100%. I always equate this to almost like a sci-fi world destructive John Wick.
Well,
where like John Wick, I'm not going into that movie for deep character development. John Wick is not The Revenant. John Wick is Keanu Reeves.
For sure.
John Wick is Keanu Reeves giving headshots for 180 minutes. That's all I want to see in that movie.
My question is then, you were like, Rampage. Like, you were not about it, but you're about this. So, like, what is the difference? Like, what makes you say, like, that movie's, like, nothing? Like, it's, like, gotta be, like, movie, and this is, like, really exciting action.
I guess it just comes down to premise. I don't necessarily want to see a monkey fight a giant werewolf. Like, that doesn't excite me. But seeing a Zord, like, it's Power Rangers. Like, the end of every episode, make my monster grow. Rita Repulsa, the monster gets big. We need Megazord power. They come down, they kill the monster.
I guess when you sell it to me as Power Rangers, I like it a little bit more.
Okay. Did you see their costumes? Their costumes even look Power Ranger E. They all have different colors, but they all like look uniform at the same time. Like this Guillermo del Toro, because he did the original one, the first one, he pretty much just made his own Power Rangers, much the same way with like Shape of Water. He made his own Creature from the Black Lagoon, Pan's Labyrinth. He made his own Wizard. He does this. He basically takes pre-established properties that he loved as a kid and said, well, I'm going to make my own version of that. That's all Pacific Rim is. Okay. It's his version of Power Rangers.
Well, if you sell it to me as Power Rangers, I can get down with it.
A little better?
But yeah, it's a little bit better.
Can I convince you to go see this opening weekend?
No.
Oh, wow. I try. That's my best pitch.
This is like something that I'd probably watch like at home when I have nothing to do on a night.
If this was Law & Order, that was my final wrap up. That was my best, like, convict this person or set them free. And apparently it didn't sell you.
Well, before I wasn't going to see it at all. Now I'm going to watch it on my couch.
All right. Well, I love John Boyega. I love the fact that I forget her name, but she was the awesome Japanese girl in the first one. They brought her back. I love Charlie Day. He always makes me laugh from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I do love Charlie Day. That's
on.
one little like reason for me to go see it even more.
Okay.
Charlie Day.
And like you pointed out,
Charlie Day is in something.
Exactly. Like even Fist Fight about the teachers. It's not a great movie, but Charlie Day. Exactly. He just makes me laugh when he just says words. But like you said, again, you use it as a not go see point, but for me, the giant selling point. Yeah, they have evil Zords or robots in this one. Jaegers. It's Jaegers versus Kaiju. I want to see Jaeger on Jaeger, Zord on Zord action.
All right. Well, I'm excited that you're excited.
Thanks.
And I will watch it from the comfort of my own home.
I guess I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks for checking in and watching us, Scoobs. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that alert button to catch all of our latest shenanigans.
Please, please. And comments, of course. Always leave comments of what you think. And if you ever want us to do a reaction for anything specifically, put it down below.
Yeah, and Pacific Rim fans, please be nice to me. I'm like ready. I'm ready for like the storm of hatred.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Like, she's allowed to have her opinions, and we will respect that.
Thank you, Andre.
All right. Until next time, I've been Dre.
And I'm Alex.
Stay groovy, Scoobies.